It's Thursday evening again down at Bowsley School, which is where Barton Town train. We have both the first team down here tonight and also the women's team. We have a game on this Sunday against Helion Hotspurs down at the New Holland grounds. So trying to have a word with their manager, Amy, and we'll also obviously try and have a word with Anthony Bowsley, who is the first team manager. Good evening, Bales.
Evening, Trevor.
You've been away for a few days, a few matches.
A week, missed the last two, Gold Cart and the League Cup win against Dernan District. So yeah.
Were you able to follow them online or on Twitter?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, followed it on Twitter. I actually listened to it on the radio, actually, Barton FM. While kind of scrolling through Twitter at the same time. So yeah, so I managed to keep up to date with it. So yeah, that's where we're at. So back at it now tonight. So ready to go Saturday.
So it's league action again on Saturday.
Yeah,
against Silsden.
Mm-hmm.
So you've had a disappointing couple of league results.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, absolutely.
Frickley,
Frickley, Gold Carp over the last three. Frickley, draw, lots of missed opportunities, especially second. I mean, even first half really. But we didn't play well enough first half against Frickley. We was really good second half, but yeah, I think if you're going to perform like that one half and the second half, it generally balances itself out. It's a draw. Lots of missed opportunities though, like clear-cut opportunities as well. I think the Harry Milner one, don't want to keep going on about that one, but that sticks out in the 90 whatever minute it was. And there was a couple from Tom Wardby in the first half, the Frickley one, the goal one, even more disappointing really. 2-0 up, 80 odd minutes, under no threat in my opinion. They had the odd long throw coming in, but I don't recall the goal being at really any major threat, and then we give away a silly penalty. Fortunately again it's Harry Milner. And then a bit of a panic stations. We should have wrapped the game up. I think Tom Wardby we go 2v1 and I don't know what minute it was, 94. Bad decisions, and then they got the very, very late equaliser.
Yeah, there was some sort of hold up towards the end of the game, which we weren't quite too sure from the.
Yeah, I think it was something we wanted to do well on their fans. I don't know what was going on with that, but we can't use that as an excuse really. But yeah, we should have seen that one out. We had two opportunities, unfortunately both through Tom. One way should have squared it, probably wrapped the game up with Harry Milner, I think. And then Tom had the ball in the corner flag with about a minute or two to go, and somehow they ended up with a goal kick after about 10 seconds, where normally a minute or two is killed with that, isn't it? But it wasn't to be. And then, like I said, they had the lad with a long throw, did cause a few problems. We dealt with it all game really for 100 minutes, whatever it was. We dealt with that long throw reasonably well. And then, yeah, I mean, I've watched it back. It's actually quite a good ball in from their full-back, who great delivery, but we should have seen that game out. Yeah, I don't think it was under any real threat, and then so we had to accept a point because that's what it was. And then I think at the weekend, we threw a point away by all accounts, by the sounds of it.
Again, there was a bit of a problem there because we had to get the linesman.
Yeah, I heard that on the radio. That again, another stoppage in play. Anyway, that thing happens at this level, unfortunately. But I think Jack spoke about it. It was his fault he took responsibility for it. But we need to cut out these. I mean, even the first goal was comical. It looked comical from the VO, which I've watched the game back today on the VO. Some of the goals that were conceding.
But we started well.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually performance-wise. I mean, what we're doing at the minute is we're creating a lot of chances, but we're not converting enough chances. Every game I think back, there's just 2 or 3 really good opportunities where we should be going ahead, and when we do, and then obviously what happens is you then concede, and we're conceding some quite poor goals at the minute. But the performances are pretty good really, on the overall gist of it. I mean, we're in a shout with every game, but at the minute we're just not getting the rub of the green. Yeah, it is at the minute. Yeah, it's always like 2-1, things like that, 2-2, 1-1. We need to be more clinical in both boxes. We need to clear our lines, like the Jack Bullis one. You can't let it run because people work hard at this level and they don't give up. And then on the other side of it, I think we need to be a lot more clinical. Even thinking back to Albion Sports, the first game, there was a lot of missed opportunities, and that's continued. The good thing is that we are creating opportunities. That's what I would say, and you don't want that to stop. So yeah, there's positives from it, but we do need to get up and running with some wins and get like back-to-back wins. I think would see us, clam.
How do we stand on the player front? Because we seem to have a few players out injured.
Yeah,
there's actually Scott Phillips here again.
Scott Phillips not here at work again.
Oh, right.
He is in America. He's back in the morning.
Okay.
So he's available Saturday.
Right. So he's got over his knock that he picked up.
Yeah, he played against Frickley, and then he was unavailable against Goal, he was unavailable for work, that is, by the way. He was away in America for work. He was away against Goal, he was away against Den, he was away against Goalcart. He's now back now, I think, as in fully back, no work trips, I don't think. So he should be back. Kieran Wrestle, who's probably the biggest loss, has an Achilles problem, which won't be fit for Saturday. He could be out for up to 2 months.
Okay.
But then he could be back in 2 weeks. It's one of them. They have to play it by ear with Achilles.
We had Thompson go out at the Northampton game.
Thompson's back training tonight for the first time in 3-4 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So Tom, his first session back, so we'll see how he holds up.
What about Cameron Gray? Because he must be coming to the end of his.
Cameron Gray, we're looking to extend it. We are going to extend it. It's both been agreed on both ends. However, there's a bit of a hitch at the minute with the extension with the FA. I've just been informed tonight. I thought it was done. Hull told me they want to renew it for another month. We've said yes, because obviously we've got a lot of games coming up. And he's going to play for their 21s tomorrow, though. Not play, I think he's on the bench for the 21s tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon maybe. But he might not be with us Saturday if this FA thing don't get sorted in time because of the extension.
Okay.
And then we're hoping to bring in, he's training tonight, Charlie Clements on loan from Grimsby Town. His training was Tuesday. He's training here. It should be sorted. I've been told because it's a loan. It's an EFL club. There's a bit of there's so many avenues to cross through. So I think. And
we had somebody new. Was it Jake Harmon?
Yeah, Jake. I don't know that will pan out. He's loads of ability. He looks a good young player. He's only 17. He's come in, or he's signed. He played 20 minutes, half an hour against Dernan District. I think looked quite lively. I'm going to have a chat with him. He's dual registered with one of the whole Humber Premier teams. He's probably one of the top teams there. He's like a good young prospect. Obviously a bit difficult at the minute squeezing him into the squad, but he's someone we're going to look to try and use as the games come thick and fast. But I'll have another chat with him in the morning and see where we'll go with Jake. But yeah, he's signed on. Good young player, but it's, a bit difficult getting minutes at the minute.
And finally, any considerations for the Silverstone game you're looking at? Is it same as usual?
Yeah, I mean, squad-wise, Tomo potentially back, Scott's back, Wrestle's not. And again, the performances haven't been bad. We're creating chances, but it's fine margins at the moment. And if you defend poorly, you get punished at times, and we've been punished really. I don't think the results will probably match the performances. So, but I mean, the league table doesn't look great, but then the good thing is we've got 2 or 3, 4 games in hand on teams, so I'm not too despondent. I think there's been some good performances, so there's lots to build on. We'll potentially try and get one more with Kieran Wrestle being out for I don't know how long, but we're going to have to look at getting, I think, another centre half in potentially. So that'll probably come up. We'll probably see that one next week. Hopefully, we've spoke to someone today, so hopefully get that off on the line this week, or probably next week now actually. But yeah, just looking forward to there's 2 games. There's Saturday, Tuesday. It comes thick and fast actually. I think I've looked, and I think it's Saturday, Tuesday, and it's Saturday, Wednesday, is it? So there's 6 games coming up in.
We've got
3 weeks.
Silverstone Saturday. We're away at Knaresborough. Never had a huge amount of success away at Knaresborough.
I've heard that. Yeah, a few people tell me.
And obviously we've got Winterton on
local one.
Saturday.
Week on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, I think that'll be. And the local derbies are always quite interesting, aren't they? So, but we'll be looking to use home advantage to go and win the game. Really, hopefully by that point we've got some more points on the board. I think the performance have been at a good standard. Really, we need to be a lot more clinical in front of goal, and we need to be better in both boxes effectively. Defend better. We kind of defend really well at times, and then have like a major there's like an error, like a real individual error for the goal, and we're playing quite well in the games. And by all accounts, it was the same against Goalcar, I think, looking at it. And then I think Ali at the post, didn't he, as well at 1-1. So I think there was some other opportunities. Yeah, I mean, hopefully Ali now he's got his goal, he's up and running. He got quite a few goals last year for Bridlington, who again in the league above. So I think hopefully he'll get up and running. He seems quite in good spirits tonight. Obviously Tom will always get goals, I think, and we could do 1 or 2 others chipping in. Now Scott's back, we might get a bit of rhythm with him. And we've also got Charlie in from Grimsby, who hopefully he can find the back of the net on a few occasions. Would be nice.
Okay, so thank you very much, Baz.
No probs.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, that's Anthony Bowsley we've just spoken to. I'm going to go off and find Amy Bartup-Blinkhorn. She's the women's team manager, and find out how their game this season's going, because they've just started this season. Last week was their first game, so we're going to have a chat with her. They've also got a game, as I've mentioned earlier, this Sunday. So let's go and find Amy. Good Good evening.
Good evening.
How's it going? This is obviously got the training for the women's team down here, and he said ladies, women's, isn't it?
Yeah, Bartup-Blinkhorn women, that's right.
So how's it? I mean, the first match was last Sunday.
It was, yeah. So first league game of the season last Sunday. We've had a really positive pre-season leading up to that. I think we got 3 out of 5 wins. Brought in a couple of new players, and it's looking like we're going to be getting a couple more as well over the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. So first game of the season against Market Raisin. Wasn't a great scoreline, but Market Raisin last year came second in the league. Really strong squad. Half time was 4-1, and then we come out kind of on top. We got to 4-2, and I thought it was kind of going to go our way then, but unfortunately a little bit of a lapse in concentration, and they put about 3 past us in 10 minutes. So our heads kind of went down then, and the game finished 9-2. Bit of an unfair scoreline on the performance in my opinion, but give it to Market Raisin, they're very strong all over the pitch. Got players who have played at a very high level in the prime, very mature, experienced team, players, and we've got quite a young team, developing team, but it's looking very exciting for the season, and it was much better improvement from last season when we played against them. So yeah, really, I know it sounds a bit strange to be really happy with not the result but the performance, if that makes sense.
So this Sunday, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 o'clock at New Holland.
Healing Hotspurs.
Yeah, Healing Hotspurs. So they've got 2 teams this season in the league. So they've kind of got an A team and a B team. So we're playing the A team on Sunday. Yeah. And
that's down at New Holland ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 p.m.
So are you able to sort of suss out the other teams in advance, like they perhaps do with the first team, or is it very much a you take what you got on the day?
Yeah, I mean we can go off last season. Healing, I think, finished bottom of the league, near the bottom end of the table. But like I said, this year they've got 2 teams, so they've obviously done well recruiting this year, and they've obviously got one team stronger than the other, you would like to think. So yeah, we actually don't know what to expect really. They did well against, I believe they played Cleethorpes Town, and it wasn't, I think it was like 4-0, maybe 3-0 to Cleethorpes, and usually Cleethorpes are like battering teams really. So yeah, we don't really know what to expect. It sounds like they've recruited some players and they're going to be a lot stronger than last season, so yeah, we're going to go into it expecting it a tough game, but again we are prepared, and we'll have a new set of players available for Sunday as well coming in, which is always good to change things up as well, because we do have quite an in-depth squad. Some players aren't available due to work, family, things like that, so it does change week on week. We've got a different team most of the weeks really.
You mentioned recruiting players, new players. Is it a bit like the first team where they will pick up players from other teams, or are you recruiting people locally? Is it much more, I hesitate to use the word amateurish, but a lot more grassroots, shall we say?
Oh yeah, it's, we're the kind of in step 7 of the women's pyramid, and that's the bottom of the pyramid. So some players here have come last season, never have played football before, and they're growing and developing week in, week out, so it's kind of new to them. Some players have come back from playing at high level, stopped because of like the career, and then they've come back and joined in and doing it for like enjoyment. We've recruited younger players who were like under 16s, and they're coming up to us from like local teams, and some players have come from other teams and moved over, that type of thing. So yeah, it's a little bit like that. Obviously we don't have the luxury of paying players, you know, these girls have to pay to play. We've got some player sponsorship opportunities as well, which some players have got, some players haven't managed that. So I mean, essentially the women are paying to play, so they enjoy it, they're doing it because they love it and they enjoy it.
So you aren't going out and looking at another team and saying, can we get that player to come and play for you?
I mean, we always ask. So we played against Lisa's Lady in a charity match pre-season, and there were some fantastic players there who play for Lisa's Ladies, but they're not playing every week. So I mean, you approach them and you say, yeah, you're looking for a team. You can put in for players like 7 days and things like that, but yeah, typically it's don't work like that really.
Not so prevalent as it is in the men's game.
Yeah.
Okay, well good luck for Sunday.
Thank you.
And we'll see what the result is.
Yep.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.